Alright, I'm not a content creator or anything, and I know quite a lot of people who do that, and they're really good at it, so I don't see any sense to flooding the market even more. But I am a gooner. I have been since 1979, and I've got lots of thoughts and opinions I want to share. And as Twitter only gives you like 140 characters, I can't be asked to type it all out, so I'm just going to do a video, which makes me feel really uncomfortable, but I'm going to do it anyway. Firstly, I want to talk about Mikel Arteta. Ever since day one, I've backed him. I've wanted him to do well. I've wanted him to succeed, and I like the bloke. It's not just because he used to play for us, but I see something in him, and I did from his first press conference, where he cares and he wants to do well. And I know he's made loads of mistakes, and Thursday night was the worst with that lineup. I don't understand why he decided to experiment in a European semi-final. It was just, it was like a madness, and I don't get why he did it. And like I said, I've been Arteta in since day one, and I've had countless rows with people about this subject over the last year, and this season's been, it's been a fucking abomination, to be honest. And like I said, I've backed him, but he's made so many mistakes this year, like tactical decisions, late substitutions, players he just chose not to pick. It's just, I don't understand a lot of his decision making, whether it's born out of naivety or arrogance, as some people have said. I don't see it as arrogance, but it could be lack of confidence in himself, I don't know. But like substitutions, he's so late making substitutions, but I've backed him all the way. But then after Thursday, it was like, how do you back that? This false nine thing that he did. It's like, I know Man City done it, but you look at Man City's players compared with ours, it's like their bench would beat us. They'd beat our starting 11. And you know, they can do it, but we can't. It was a really, really bad decision to make, and I understand why he did it, because we're away and he wants to keep it tight. But you know, just play one bloke up top really, really quick and beat him on the counter attack if you're going to defend. But away games this season are different because there's no away fans. There's not that element to it, so I don't get why he's done that. Just, you know, concentrate on your own game and don't play into that. Certainly don't fucking experiment in a European semi-final. Like I said, I can't defend that. I'm not Arteta out, but I'm not Arteta in either. I've got splinters in my arse at the moment. But like I say, I like the bloke. I want him to succeed. I can see that he wants to succeed. I know, you know, if anyone sees this, they'll probably jump all over it, and I know there's loads of you out there that have been Arteta out for a long time, and you know, we've got different opinions. I don't fault you. I don't fault anyone for having a different opinion, and I'm open to having discussions with people about different opinions. Our league form this season, all of our form, you look at where we are in the league table, we're out of the FA Cup. You know, we're on the verge of going out of the Europa. We're incredibly lucky to even still have a fucking chance, to be honest. There's been so many mistakes made, but I honestly think the board are not going to get rid of him at this point. They're not going to pay his contract up and then go seeking someone else and restart the process. I mean, who else is out there at the moment? Nagelsmann's on the verge of going to Bayern Munich. Mourinho's free, but nah. Ten Hag's already knocked them lot back and he wants to stay in Ajax. Like, who else is there? There ain't really anyone. And the amount of money our board like spending, they're not going to pay Arteta off and then go looking for someone else. End of the day, let's face it, they picked Arteta because he was the cheap option when they signed him in. There were other options available. Alright, Allegri probably didn't want to come because we weren't Champions League, but there were other options, but he was a cheap option. And I think they have to shoulder a lot of the blame for the stick that Arteta's getting right now, because, like I said, I like the bloke and I want him to do well, but he clearly isn't ready for this job. He should have took a Derby or a Coventry or someone like that first and earned his stripes there. Like, this is huge pressure, being a boss of our club. I want him to succeed, but they're not getting rid of him at this point. If we bomb out on Thursday night, they ain't getting rid of him. So everyone who's saying he's got to go if we lose, it's not going to happen. They need to back him in the summer, and he needs, this is just my honest opinion, so, you know, a lot of people will disagree with me, but he needs this summer market, he needs to be backed properly, and then maybe he might be able to prove what he can do. But he needs to be able to bring in 4, 5, 6 proper decent players to back up what we've got now. And when I say what we've got now, I'm talking about the young players. They're the only ones who've shone this season. You know, you got Emil, Bukayo, Gabby when he gets a game, Kieran Tierney. Hopefully we'll bring Saliba back and see what he's capable of. But, you know, these lads, they've been our bright light, and they've been surrounded by these experienced professionals. And the thing that strikes me most is our inconsistency. It's like, why are we so inconsistent? Because I get that if you've got a team of young lads, they're going to be inconsistent. But when you've got 3 or 4 young lads surrounded by experienced pros, and we're still that inconsistent. Now, is that down to the manager not being able to manage things and not being able to people manage or pick the right personnel? Or is that down to the experienced pros just can't be asked? It's a genuinely serious question. I've been impressed with Xhaka this year. Thomas Partey, he's looked a bit lost when Xhaka's been back at left back. But Aubameyang's not been at the races, regardless of his malaria and his family issues. Before that, he's not been at the races. Lacazette's impressed me. He's been a really good influence on the young lads. But then you look at people like David Luiz, hot and cold. Bernd Leno, hot and cold. You know, the fucking list goes on. When you got more experienced pros than young lads, you should be consistent. Now, is that down to the attitude of the players, or is that down to the manager not being able to manage them? I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to share some thoughts and opinions. And, you know, if anyone gets to see this, you may not be anyone on the planet that sees this, but I just thought it was worth mentioning. And yeah, get back if you want to have a word and interact on it. Cheers. See you later.